Hello there and welcome to the Heed Army podcast live, as I just had people run around in the background there. And we've got a fantastic show lined up for you tonight. We've got 4 Gateshead players going to be joining us live on the show. So if you want to send any messages in, you know how to do it. Just click on comment on the video and we'll get that message. So we're going to be speaking to Ryan Bolton, we're going to be speaking to Elliot Forbes, Greg Olley and Dan Ward. And also there's been a few fixtures, pre-season friendly fixtures have been announced as well. And Gateshead FC Ladies, well, they charge on into the Cup semi-finals as well this weekend. So lots to talk about. And please do follow us on social media. And like it says just above, underneath us here, just down there, like and subscribe us on YouTube and on Facebook. And help us spread the love of the Heed Army to everybody. And Mickey, well, I say it's going to be an exciting show talking to the 4 players.
I'm looking forward to it. Be good to hear how they do it. Be interesting to hear their thoughts on the upcoming season. So be nice to speak to them. And
definitely as well. I mean, we haven't spoke to Dan Ward. Had a bit of a dry welcome, shall we say, at the Heed Army. He hasn't played in front of fans, and of course Ryan Bolton as well signed his first professional contract coming through the system at Gateshead through the academy, which is fantastic. And if you want to message us, this is how we do it, like this, like Mason Ford. Good evening, Gems. Hope you're all well. Doing very well. As I say, this podcast is sponsored by the Northern Print Solutions, not by Double Dinky Deckers. They support my or sponsor my waistline at the moment. Yeah. So there we go. So please do send in your messages and we'll get everything going. But Mickey, I'll say, well, we've got you here. You were at the ladies' game the other day, as my wife slinks past there in her beautiful pajamas. You were at the ladies' game. I say they got through to the next got through the semi-finals of the Durham Cup.
Biggest compliment I can pay them was just like watching the proper Gateshead. Winning 1-0, give a silly goal away, they equalise, go back in front, give a silly goal away, go back in front, and then we're hanging on for the last 10 minutes. It was just like being at Gateshead Stadium, watching the lads play. No, but it was a really good game, to be fair. It's like a real team performance. I mean, Carly, last 10 minutes, played that part. She played the part through the game, to be fair. But it was a really good game, really entertaining, and 2 good sides went at it. And to be honest, I think we had more than edged it. Some really good performances among them, and just we're into the semi-final against Shields on Sunday at Heart and Westover. Now Shields are a bloody good side. I've seen Shields play.
It's going to be a tough game, but as I say, the girls have come through it and they deserve the chance to play in that game. And Liv Black got an injury in that game as well against Rutherford.
Yeah, I mean, the phrase "blood, sweat, and tears" the last couple of weeks has been Liv. She got pushed over onto the AstroTurf the week before, landed flush on her knee and her head. Poor lass was in tears and agony. And then Sunday gone, she stooped down for the ball. Her lasses went to kick the ball, missed the ball, caught Liv in the face. Now, face has come up, and the lasses who's kicked her teeth went into the side of her head. Oof, so it was blood all over the place. So, I mean,
unfortunately, that means she'll miss the semi-final, doesn't it? And of course, I want to say a belated happy birthday as well to the Gateshead FC Ladies super striker, Alicia Henry, and also get well soon as well, because she's got a knee injury that's ruled her out for the rest of the ladies' season. And it's
a big miss as well. Liv's going to be a massive miss on Sunday. But let's put it this way: South Shields are odds-on favourites to win. It wouldn't surprise me if our lasses shock them as well, because they've got it in them.
Well, let's certainly hope so. It's a big game. But if you are just joining us, we are going to be speaking to 4 Gateshead players tonight. We're going to be speaking to Ryan Bolton, Elliot Forbes, Greg Olley, and Dan Ward. And if you've got any messages or questions for them when we are speaking to them, you know how to do it. And we've got a message there before of Gordon, and he's put, hi lads, hope to see you at Dunstan. Of course, yes, there has been some fixtures announced. We've got Hebburn Town away, Dunstan away, and South Shields away. And of course, we've got that friendly against Newcastle United 11 as well at home. So four fixtures announced so far. Hopefully more coming in the coming weeks, and hopefully more transfers coming in as well, because I think it's going to start to hot up now that everyone's either starting to come out of contract and stop playing now in the leagues above. Of course, the National League Premier, as it were, is finishing their games on Saturday. So I don't know if we're going for any players from the leagues above. Hopefully, you never know. So I'd imagine we might see some movement. Definitely see some movement in the next 2 weeks. You would hope. So we'll keep that out. Keep it ears to the ground and eyes peeled. And as soon as we find out, we'll try and get them on. We did reach out to Adam Campbell, who said he was definitely come on, but he's away at the moment. So there's one for the future that will get him on. And of course, we're going to try and speak to all the players that re-sign and join the club. But before we get our first guest on, we just want to play a message from our sponsors and how to like the show.
Hello everybody, remember to like and subscribe and share the show.
Yes, like and subscribe. That's what we want. We want to try and reach as many Gateshead fans as possible. And we thank everyone for their continued support, watching, liking and sharing the show. Well, Mickey, as I say, the friendlies were announced there. Some decent friendlies there, you know, of good calibre. Of course, Hebburn have just been promoted from the Northern League and the restructuring of the non-league pyramid. Got Dunstan as well from the same league, very competitive, with two Gateshead old boys just signing for them in Phil Turnbull and Craig Baxter. So that'll have some added spice to it. Nice to see them players. And of course, South Shields, which will be a good test because they're going full time as well.
All three will be a good test, to be honest, Davey. That's the Hebburn game. I think that's great that we're playing Hebburn. Great. Obviously, we've got a great link up with Hebburn. And hopefully there's a fair few fans come down and swell Heburn's coffers as well. So I'm looking forward to that one. I'm looking forward to all of them if we can go. Just being able to stand and watch your team.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I mean, obviously we're seeing in the news about this variant and things like that. And I know there's a couple of politicians have come out and said that as it stands, the 21st of, you know, opening everything up does seem could be in the balance at the moment. But fingers crossed, we'll see what happens. And we've got a South Shields fan here, I think. Yeah, it's got his badge there. Good luck to the Heat for next season, lads. Well, thank you very much. And as I say, not too much luck to South Shields. I'm only joking. It should be a good pre-season friendly, though. Should be a very competitive one. And you'd imagine they'll be looking... Yeah, you'd be imagined they'd be looking to make some marquee signings as well with going full time. So we'll get to see Dylan Morse as well. And I forgot the name of the other player that was on loan. Blair Adams, get to see them again as well. So yeah, it should be some good stuff there in the pre-season friendlies.
It'll be a good game. It's one of them things. One of them are both going to be wanting to get raring in pre-season for the start of the season. So I mean, Shields have begun for it, and by all accounts, we're going for it as well. So
yeah, it's
going to be a great game.
Yeah, it's really nice to get some of these, nice friendlies lined up early. See, there's not only the local, but they're going to be competitive, and that's the thing about pre-season. In the past, sometimes, not for a while, but in the past, we've had some awful pre-seasons where it hasn't been against really competitive sides that have never really tested us, and we go into the season a little bit half-cocked. Back in the day, should I say?
Well, gone to places like Brandon and that, Davey.
Yeah, it's never
nice
the best.
Nice big pitches, but you were coming away 5 and 6-0, and you weren't really learning much.
Certainly not. Well, we are going to be joined by our first guest. Elliot Forbes has arrived, so here he is. Hello there, Elliot. How are you doing?
You all right? I'm good.
Yeah, hello, Elliot.
Fantastic. You must be thrilled to sign on for another season.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, last season was a bit frustrating for myself, but I'm looking to kick on this season, and I think obviously we've kept a really strong core, so it's looking good.
And how are you doing on the fitness front yourself? Because obviously last season you were hampered by niggling injuries, but are you all set and raring to go?
Yeah, I think I'm there now. Like I think I've been working with Chris for a few months now. He's probably sick of his now, but no, I'm pretty much there now. I feel really fit, so I'm looking forward to it.
Was it the thigh, Elliot? Was it?
It was. That's what's really killed us for the full season, really. But no, I'm on top of it now, so I'm looking forward for next
No
season.
operations are now to.
No. It was just I just like had a slight tear in it, and it kept like coming back. So I'm on top of it now, though. So happy days.
Yeah. Apologies to anyone if there's any background noise. My wife decided to put the washing machine on full spin at the minute, so it's all I can hear is that. But obviously, last season it must have been a real pain for yourself having to sit on the sidelines when the team was just starting to get motoring at times.
Aye, definitely. It was like I said, it was hard. I struggled up like watch football. To be fair, I just like as in like when you're injured, it's pretty hard. So. But no, the lads done. I thought the lads done really well last season, and obviously I'm just looking to play as many games as I can next season and stay as fit as I can.
Yeah, and obviously there's been a lot of comings and goings. Obviously we're expecting a lot more players to sign on as well for the new season. But the nucleus of the team that's being kept together, it's a good one to build around, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously all the lads who were kept. The fit, the right build. Obviously, Mike getting busted. Want to try and achieve next season. So I think we'll just look to add to that.
Yeah, and I'd say, Mickey, you got any questions there? I'm just going to turn my
I was
mic.
just going to ask if there's any faces in training with you.
Wait, not
Don't
loads, but
say
I
names.
think no. Obviously, I'm not. I wouldn't say out, but no. I think. Obviously, it'll just be a case of Mike and Busted looking over the summer, and I'm sure they'll bring the right lads in because I think they have so far. Because I think we've signed a couple of really good players.
I'm just thinking more trialists, Mr. Trialist for the friendlies. That's all.
No doubt they'll be.
To be fair, I'm sure they'll have a few lads in for the pre-season friendlies, like.
And obviously, Elliot, I know you didn't get to play much last season at all, but in the past, what's been the games that have stood out for you that you've been thrilled to play in so far?
I'd probably say obviously when I played against Hereford at home, when I scored, I enjoyed that, and. Probably when we played Altrincham as well, because obviously they were flying and they played them at home, and I thought we pretty much tortured them, like, so.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that game.
Was there a bit of we're going to show you what we can really do after we got flattened at their place when we played Altrincham at home?
I think there was, definitely. Obviously, like, we thought about that before the game and all that, and we mentioned it. So I think we just wanted to get a bit of redemption against them.
I was just thinking, was there any banter after the game? That was all I was thinking. Have Olley been winding us up?
No, I didn't think they could after we played them at home. Like, I thought we're better than them, like, so I couldn't really say much.
Well, we've got a question sent in by Mason Ford. He's put, what's it been like working with two ex-Newcastle players who've played at the top level and the experience they bring down to the young lads like you? So obviously I think that's about Matty Patterson and Williamson there.
Yeah. Well, just both of them have just got bags of experience. Like, obviously they just know the game inside out. So, like, just talking about, obviously, especially with Mike, how I'm playing at the back now, it's good to talk about him and get like tactical advice and stuff. And obviously Patter, he's got loads of experience himself, just in and around the game. So just good people about stuff, really.
Yeah. What goes through your head though when you see Mike Williamson giving it the old Brazilian turn sometimes, and you think, "Oh, I'm glad that wasn't me."
I don't know. I respect it, to be honest. Like, got to respect. You can't really see out, can you?
Not as a gaffer, you can't. But if you tried, he'd kill you.
No, exactly. That's it. Like.
Hey. So what
are you enjoying playing at the back though, Elliot? Are you?
I did enjoy it when I went back. Like obviously it was in a back three. I enjoyed playing right side of it. Because you see a lot of the ball, especially in like the team gated on and like the pass of the boot loads and like obviously move the ball quick. So I did enjoy it when I went back.
Yeah.
Just being a midfielder, I think you'd be thinking, I'm not supposed to be back here. I want to play in the midfield.
No, I kind of took it in my stride, really. Like, I obviously
lying,
spoke about it. No, I did enjoy it.
I'll defend Elliot. I thought you settled into the role really well.
Hey, I'm not going to slag Elliot Forbes off. He was absolutely fantastic when he got put in that back four. I didn't call him the right and right guard for now.
I've heard that like now a few times now. So.
Yeah. So is training finished now, or do you have a rest for a few weeks before pre-season?
Yeah, we're currently I think we just broke up last week. We've been in training. We've only got a few weeks off, and then we'll be back in it for pre-season. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and we've got another question. It's about which pre-season friendly are you looking forward to?
To be honest, I'm looking forward to them, every single one of them, just to play it, to be honest, because I haven't played a game in, it seems, months now, so just every single one.
Chomping at the bit.
I am.
Oh, I could imagine. As fans, we're chomping at the bit to come and see us. Really are.
I think everyone's the same though. Like all the lads are wanting to play like as soon as possible.
And obviously last season, I know, obviously seeing you sitting in the stands, it wasn't the same, was it, at all, when there was nobody there? A lot of the games felt very sterile, didn't they?
Aye, definitely. Like you said, it was a weird atmosphere, really. Like, it just didn't really feel like sometimes it wouldn't really feel like you're watching a proper game because there was no fans there. So it was like no atmosphere out.
It was like a glorified reserve game, wasn't
it? Aye, pretty much.
That's what it felt like. So what are you going to do with your off time then? Have you got anything planned over the summer, or are you just going to sit back and relax?
I'll probably just stay on top of my fitness, really. Like I cannot really afford to have too much time off, obviously, with the few months I've had. So I'll just be staying in the gym, probably.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll be doing that as well.
Did you have a good birthday, by the way, Elliot?
It was good. It was the week all the restaurants open, so I just went to a restaurant and told my family. So it was really good, thanks.
Spot on.
Glad to hear it. I was hoping we'd see pictures of you plastered, like, but we've never seen them.
Them photos come out to haunt you when you're out with the players. Elliot, thank you very much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you, and in next season. All
right, thanks very much. Cheers.
Thanks.
See ya, Dunstan, bud. Take care.
Bye.
See you there.
There we go, Elliot Forbes. Fantastic to hear from him. And John Laverick has put a squad coming together. First game back in Gates International Stadium. Will be rocking. Can't wait. Definitely.
You've got a point there, John. Oh, wow, I just cannot wait.
Thoughts on the upcoming friendlies, Elliot? Oh, sorry, I didn't see that one earlier on, but obviously we asked him which friendly he's looking forward to. He's looking forward to them all, and he's put "love that man." So fantastic, yeah. Elliot Forbes. So I'm really looking forward to seeing him back, because the season before last he was a real rock at the back there, wasn't he, with Williamson and Cooper? And so we'll be looking to come in.
He's doing a bit of a fanboy when it comes to Elliot, like so.
Well, also as well, some news this week. Mike Williamson has confirmed that he will be continuing to combine his roles on the pitch and as manager. We knew he was staying as manager, but he is going to be playing part of the playing staff still. So you see, he keeps himself in fantastic nick. So hopefully you'll see Mike Williamson at the centre of that defence working his magic. So I think
when the lasses won the league that year. Yeah. He was down, cycle down from where he lives. And he handed the trophy out, and I was having a good night with Mike afterwards. I've had to sell him a bike, like.
I've seen them there. The pictures on social media is absolutely fantastic. Right, we want you to like and subscribe and share the show. So please do so. And this is another little advert before we have our next guest join us soon. Yes, do share the show. Well, I've got a fantastic view at the moment of Dan Ward's ceiling. So I'll click it on. Hopefully we'll be there very short. Look at that. Oh, lovely light fitting there from Mr. Ward.
Jordan peasant wallpaper.
Hello there, Dan. How are you doing?
Oh, he's looking very dull as he is.
Look at them glasses. Dan, yeah, a belated welcome to Gateshead. Obviously, we didn't really get to talk to you and never really got to play in front of the fans either.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Yeah, strange times that we're in, but hopefully we're coming out the other side of them now, so
yeah,
hopefully anyway.
Fantastic. As I say, well, also as well, congratulations, another season with Gateshead as well coming up. Obviously a lot of people have seen you play on the stream, but obviously forward, right hand side is your preferred side.
I'd say down the middle really, but you know I've played quite a few positions, so you know I'll just play and do what's asked of us. You know that's what I've always done, and that's what I'll always continue to do.
Mm-hmm. And how did your move come about to Gateshead? Because you signed just before the Chorley game, didn't you? Just as the season kicked off. How did you get approached to come to Gateshead?
Well, to be honest, I trained with Gateshead when Busted and Clarkey were managing when they were in the conference, and then I'd sort of flirted with a move there a couple of times, and I'd always been in good contact with Busted. He's always tried to help us, and he's always been really good with me, to be honest. And sure enough, when I was in Ireland just before the start of the season, he dropped us a message just saying like what would be the chances of you coming here. And I just spoke to the manager over there. We were coming like towards the end of our season, and basically if I didn't go that week, it was my birthday actually, if I didn't go on that day, I couldn't have, just the way the rules and whatever, I wouldn't be able to kick a ball until February. Yeah. So it was sort of, well, you know, like it's not now or never sort of thing. So spoke to him, spoke to my manager over there, and got it sorted. And I was on the flight home in the afternoon.
Oh, spot on. So the stars are aligned to come back to the northeast.
You could say
stars aligned. I'm not sure that's the phrase. Like
I was glamorizing it, but we've got a question here from Dan. What's it been like working with the gaffer with his experience he's got?
Yeah, obviously he's played at the highest level, and you can tell he's trying to pass that down. And obviously he passes on to defenders, but he goes away and speaks to people he knows in the game. So, for example, I know this season he spoke to strikers he's known, and he comes on and tries to pass that on to our lads as well. So I think it's really good that we've got that available for us, and you know I think we've just got to try and soak up as much information as possible. Definitely.
Well, I think we've got a message all the way from Miami here. Mitch Curry.
Oh, yeah.
When are you going to get some glasses that fit your face?
He'll just be wearing sunglasses over there, the lucky man.
Well, how can I say? Congratulations to Mitch Curry as well, if anyone's for Inter Miami. And thank you very much, Mitch, for taking the time to tune in.
I think everyone knows. I think he's told everyone he's ever laid eyes on. So
yeah, well, yeah, I would be doing it as well. To be honest.
True.
We've got another message here. Question: what's been your favourite moment in your footballing career so far?
I think most people would say the same. I'd say turning pro at Newcastle. I just remember, you know, being able to tell my dad and my granddad I was turning pro was just unbelievable. And then like going to the stadium with them both, going around the stadium, and then going up the boardroom and signing was just like, you know, when you supported them all your life and you know how much your dad and your granddad just loved the club. It was like, yeah, that was so good.
Special moment.
Yeah.
So it wasn't playing with Ramshaw, Chandler, and Curtis.
No, definitely not.
I thought that would have been high on your list, mate, Dan. I'm mortified.
That's near the bottom, to be honest.
Did your personal belongings get affected when you were in the changing room with them?
Yeah, well, a few funny. I mean, they're crazy. There's a few funny, but they're good lads. To be fair, really good lads.
Fantastic. I've got one here from Lewis Wilkinson. Not sure if you were in the first team, but what was it like playing at Middlesbrough with them being in a higher division club?
Yeah, I mean, I never played first team. It was just 23s there, but that was a good season under Pulis. They were top of the league until Christmas. I think until January, maybe they were flying, and then just sort of dipped off. But it was really good. I learned loads in my year there. I played a lot of games, and Paul Stevenson, the manager, he was really good with me. And I think when a manager sort of not puts his arm around you, but sort of you can tell he cares and he wants to try and help you. You know, you love going in every day, similar to what we've got at the minute.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, you seem very popular tonight, Dan. There's a lot of messages coming in.
Got this one.
Lewis Buddick, he's put. Did you think when you made your debut for seeing Red Star at 15, you were going to make it as a pro footballer?
No, I don't think that was on my mind all the way back then. Definitely not.
Well, there's something you're not telling me here, Dan.
There must be
embellish if there is.
There's definitely a few of your friends who are.
Oh yeah, well, I think I've seen the tweets of the jump on.
I've got Sam Byrne. Did anyone ever tell you the double for the beast from the chase? Hang on, we'll get a closer look at him. Let's have a look. Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
I thought it was on about me.
Oh man, what a
the one after the pies.
Yeah.
You I meant to say no, you're not the double.
No,
I'm sorry, you misread with it.
You never come back on again.
Hey, he'll have had much more banter than this in the dressing room, I'm telling you.
We're on our best behaviour, don't worry. But obviously, what's your? I mean, Hoops obviously want to play in a successful side next year, but what's your personal target? Have you got a goal target, or is it just obviously playing in a successful side?
Yeah, like I touched on earlier, I'd spoke Mike and Busted, and they sort of said would look at playing in a sort of deeper, more central role. So, you know, I'm looking forward to getting stuck into that and just trying to play as many games as possible and contributing all over the pitch. Really, I think that's what you've got to do when you're in a sort of central role. You need to affect games in both boxes, sort of thing. So, you know, I'm just looking to get stuck into that.
And of course, if you're going to be a little bit deeper in midfield, what's going to be in front of you? There's going to be a hell of a competition for those starting lineups up top, whether we play 2 or 3 up front. And obviously, I know you've been training a bit, but what have the strikers been doing in training at the moment?
Very, 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 very sharp, all of them. Yeah, it's definitely exciting. Yeah, they're all sort of similar, but then they've all got the unique qualities, and they're all very, very quick and, like I say, sharp in front of goal. Yeah, so I think it should be exciting for you lot, definitely, and obviously exciting for the rest of us playing behind them. It's sort of just we win the ball back and there it is. You know what I mean? Go and score.
I've never seen Sedwin play. Is he quick? Is he?
Yeah, he's similar to sort of Black. He's very lively in the box, and he's a good finisher. Yeah,
there's going to be some frightening pace with obviously Campbell, Blackett, Sedwin, of course, and obviously young Nelson as well when he gets his chance.
We're
definitely going to scare some defenders and wing backs on.
Be some nightmares about them.
So the young kids, are they getting beasted at the minute? The likes of Ryan Bolton and young Nelson.
It's like a rite of passage, isn't it? When you're the young lad, you've got to sort of just take it on the chin and keep turning up every day with a smile on your face. And to be fair, I mean, Nelson's injured at the minute, but to be fair to both, he's good there. He's a good lad, to be fair. Yeah, a really good lad.
Well, let's get used to the kettle loaf for the away games.
Yeah,
exactly.
Before we let go, Dan, do you want to give your new business a plug?
You what?
Hey, I tell you what, this entrepreneur on the fitness thing. Go on, get a plug out there. Go on.
Lovely. Well, if anyone's watching and wants help getting into shape, be sure to drop me a message and I'll do all I can to help you. And I appreciate you letting us plug that. It's very shameless.
No, hey, you got
Right,
to help.
John, you've got to try and get this body into holiday shape. Good luck.
I can do that. No problem.
There.
It's a write-off, mate.
Hopefully we can keep you throughout the season, and best of luck, and thank you for joining us.
Lovely. Thank you very much, lads.
Yes, thank you.
Take care. What are you doing, Dan?
There we go. Dan Ward, absolutely fantastic. Lovely to speak to him. And
Looks like the beast, did he?
Yeah, I didn't think he looked like the beast. But and John Laverick has put, have Borough got a keeper for us? You'd like to think so. The breed some good ones down there, don't they? So hey, I tell you what, half an hour through the show, we're flying at the moment. We've still got 2 guests to go. Remember sending your messages, and I think that's mint that we've got a former player messaging in, and Mitch Curry when he's over there training with Higuain and stuff like that. Hey, he's taking time out these days in Miami to listen to us. So as I say, we might even get him on if we can, if he'd like to, all the way from over, if he's allowed to, that is, obviously, MLS club.
He's sitting next to David Beckham.
We'll get Beckham on. That'd be mint. Can you imagine? I'd love the banter. Well, talking about good-looking footballer, we'll go to another one here in the beautiful Greg Olley, who's just joined us. Hello there, Greg.
Hello, you right?
Yeah, not bad.
How are you doing?
Oh, fantastic.
You're looking well, son.
Thank you. So, same to you.
Where are you looking?
Well, I would say congratulations on a new contract as well. Very happy that you're staying for another season. You must be obviously enjoying it here to continue plying your trade with us.
Oh no, I love it. I love playing in front of you too. No,
It didn't even flicker there, did he?
No.
I've had that line prepared all day.
Oh, what about that?
I'm going to take it to heart. I'm using that forever.
Yeah. I'd say it's
sorry, I'll let you go.
No, it's been a very strange last 2 years, 2 seasons, 18 months. So the first half of the last season, we were able to play in front of fans, but it's, you must be looking forward to, obviously, fingers crossed, but we'll potentially be back to normal for the start of the new season. But it must be nice, the thought of being able to play in front of people again.
Yeah, no, it was strange last year. This is strange the year before as well, to be honest. But last year was a altogether new one for everyone, I think. So just having people at the stadium again, it's just going to make a massive difference. And even at the away games, it's just it's the atmosphere everyone's missed. Like even at the cup finals in the last few weeks, where people have been there, it's just made a massive difference. People on the pitch and just fans. It's something to look forward to on a Saturday for everyone.
It's nice to have.
How good was that FA Cup to have people in?
Oh no, it was a good game as well, wasn't it? It was a good spectacle.
Yeah, it's nice to have organic crowd sounds rather than the computer generated ones with like a delayed of ooh when the goals went past when the ball went past the goals. We've got a message. Mr. Luke has put, is that the gated 18-19 season that you got on there?
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Scored my first goal in this one, so I can't take it off. Go to bed wearing it.
Good one.
What about? And as I say, obviously, we just spoke to Dan Ward there before. We're talking about, obviously, there's been a good core of young players like yourself being kept on, but obviously young players, but now with a lot of experience at this level, that's got to be something positive to build around.
No, I can't really class myself as young anymore. I'm 25.
Young.
Greg, I'm nearly double your age, man.
Well, sorry, but yeah, I'm like, there's only me and Alex Nicholson who are over 25. Obviously, Adam Campbell's coming in, but from the remainder, it's like Mike. Obviously, Mike when he plays, it's a very young squad, but we've all been around this level now, so it's experience in a different way. It's like youth and experience mixed, so and you always need that combination.
Yeah, and we've got a message from Mason Ford. He's put, Greg, who was the best player at Newcastle to train with apart from the gaffer?
No, I've got to say Adam Campbell now because if you might be watching, or Dan Ward. I don't know.
You can tell with the truth now, Greg.
I know. I can say what I want. For me, like when we were 18s, we used to train with the first team every like Friday when Pardew was gaffer. So I had like the pleasure of running after Kabay for about half an hour of a session on a Friday, and Johan Kabay was probably the best player I've played against in training. But from like my like similar age at mine, probably Adam Armstrong. He was just obviously he's doing so well now. He's flying. He probably, well, I don't know if he'll get a move or not, but he probably deserves one. But he was special when he was younger.
Yeah.
Pardon?
Talking about 5 million to Fulham.
Oh really? Fulham? I
Adam
thought he'd get it to the Prem, but.
Yeah. Obviously similar. Mason Forbes beat us to it. And what was it? A similar question for who was the best player at Hull to train with?
That's a tough one. We had so many good players like Harry Maguire, Andy Robertson. They were all there when I was there, and I was training with them every day. I'd probably go for Michael Dawson. He was probably the best pro I've ever worked with. I mean, he was coming to the end of his career, but he was still really really good. Just a real nice guy as well.
We've got another question. Tonight, Mr. Luke, he's put, "What's your favourite moment in your footballing career?" Now, I know this podcast rates very highly, and so please don't feel obliged, but we'll let you have another moment.
Is this my hat trick now, or I've already had 3? This is my 4th.
I think I'm not sure.
I feel like I need a match ball.
We're gonna dig one out.
Best moment of my football career. England C was a good one. Obviously winning that game down at Brackley, that's like a fun memory. And then obviously my debut at Hull as well. I can't forget that one. I couldn't really choose out of the 3. I mean, maybe the debut at Hull. I think that just left like a special place in like mine and my family's, to be honest. Just even when I was on the bench against Man United and Tottenham, it's like walking out against them players. Even though you never got on, you just sat there like, what am I doing here?
That must have been surreal.
Yeah. I'd only been 20, and I was like, I'm like Pogba's walking out when he first came back to Man U, and it was just all a bit starstruck, I think.
Did you go and say, "Hello, Greg, I've heard all about you"?
Yeah.
Lewis has sent in a message, but were Mike and Busted keep you staying negated for a 4th season with that stability?
Yeah, I love everything Mike and Bus do. I get on with them like really, really well. Mike's just growing as a coach, and I think he'll get better and better. But everything he wants to do as a manager, like that fits me perfectly as a player. So like I buy into what he wants to do, and he'll come to me and ask, what do we need to do better, or what's going well at the minute. So there's a big input there, and then obviously me and Busted are real close. So, but you can't not be close to Ian. He's a good guy.
He certainly is. And about Mike Williamson growing as a manager and a coach, but he's not afraid to make changes in games, is he? A lot of managers in the past, I'll not name any names, but on clockwork, you knew on 70 minutes they were going to make a substitution regardless. But Mike will change it whenever, or not even just substitutions. You can see formation changes throughout the game as well.
Yeah, I mean, if something's not going right, he is proactive in changing it. He's again, it's all like a learning process for him as well. So it's if he has to change something, he's not scared to change it, and he'll take as much blame as the players do if we come off with a loss or we should have won. He'll come in and say how it was.
Yeah, and we've got another question. Which team favourite opponents to play against? Is any team that you've really enjoyed playing against?
Since I've been here, it's been Boston. I think we've always done well against Boston.
Yeah.
That night away on the Tuesday night a couple of seasons ago. Was it last year? Maybe last year when we beat them 3. Was it 3-0?
Yeah.
And that was a good memory, that one. I know obviously they beat us in the playoffs, but they've always been a good team that always give us a good go. Apart from that, I would say the best team we've played was Leyton Orient when we played them away. I got sent off, but they battered us down there. Like,
Yeah.
they're in League 2 now, so I mean they're doing really well.
They certainly are. And we asked Elliot what his plans are for the summer. Of course, you're having a little bit of a break at the minute, but you got any holidays planned or anything nice, or are you just
we're off up to Scotland tomorrow. We're taking the dogs up Scotland camping, so that could be a bit of an adventure if that's the first time camping. So it could be a nightmare, but we'll see how it goes.
Take GPS, so we know where you are.
I know.
He's poor
The question I've got to ask is, are you in the frame for the skipper?
I think there's only a couple of us left, so I've got to be in the frame. I was a couple of times last year as captains again, one against Blythe and in the cup as well. So it'll be an honour if I do get it. But I'll happily, obviously, Debs was a great skipper last year for us. So
into the
I know,
David Beckham one though.
Yeah.
Lead by example rather than shouting ball.
Yeah, I know. I'm a bit of a moaner when it comes to training and stuff, so I'll have to tone that down a bit.
No,
really?
Well.
Yeah, if we don't win, then.
Well, Greg, thank you very much for joining us. We've got Ryan Bolton waiting in the wings. He's been doing his hair and all sorts. He's dying to come on, I can tell. And so we'll just say a big thank you, and hopefully we'll get to speak to you again throughout the season. And as I say, congratulations on new contract.
Pleasure speaking to you, Greg. All the best for the season, bud.
Cheers. I'll just wait for Bolt. He's a good lad. Just give him a.
He's there. He is there.
He is. A good lad. Look after him.
Well, we'll do. We'll be gentle.
Make sure he makes the tea on the way trips, mate, Greg.
Aye, I'll get him up. Don't you worry.
Yes, bye, Greg.
See you later. Bye.
Take care, bud.
Hello, Ryan. How are you doing?
All right. Hi. Spot on.
Great. You must be buzzing to be a professional footballer now.
It's a different feeling. Like, even some of my pals, they'll just turn to us and go, "You're a professional footballer," and it still kind of hits you sometimes. And then, obviously, it was a bit like Dan Ward. When you can come home and finally say to your family, like, "I'm a professional footballer," it's class. Honestly, there's never a feeling like it.
Yeah, I mean,
could well imagine, Ryan.
Massive congratulations.
Thank you.
Two old men here, very, very jealous of you.
I'm absolutely buzzing for you. Same with Elliot. Any of the young lads that come through the academy and get in the first team picture just makes my day. I love it. So I wish you the very best of luck. Just go and show them what you've got.
Definitely.
Listen to people. Just listen to people and you'll go far. You must have enough talent to do it, mate. So best of luck to you.
Yeah, and obviously a lot of people won't have been able to get down to games and the reserve games and stuff. But so what's your preferred position and your playing style?
So I'm a right back, right wing back, fast, big engine, determined, hard working. So hopefully that's something a bit different from what we've previously had at Gateshead. And I'm looking to make an impact this season, quite simply. I know, like, the likes of, obviously, I'm seen as the academy kid come through and stuff like that. That's great, honestly. But now I'm here to make an impact. I'm a first team player now, and I definitely want to show Gateshead fans like what I can do, and especially Mike and Bustard what I can do as well next season.
Yeah,
right. Can I just come in there? We're not interviewing you for the job, mate. You've done it.
I got my CV.
He's not the Dragon's Den, you know.
He's been playing football manager all afternoon practicing this.
No, it's fantastic to hear, though.
And obviously, what's it like playing training and playing alongside Mike Williamson at the moment? That must be a bit of a shock to the system. Well, you've been doing it for a little while, but to be with a player of his experience must be fantastic.
It's class to even just get feedback and stuff like that. And then obviously last season in the reserves, I had Mike Patterson as well as my coach. So both of them, obviously Matty in the 19s and now Mike in the first team, both of their feedback and like playing experience and stuff like that's just class to have. It just really is. So you can only take all the advice, can't you, and then use the advice to progress and move on.
Certainly can. Well, David All sent a message. What do you think of any 40 Ryan, lad?
Hey, me mate, you've got to love him.
Well, I tell you what, if it wasn't for all the players' mates, we wouldn't have viewers tonight, so it's all right.
Care to abolish to us our thoughts what NE40 is?
NE40, aye. We're overwriting.
Oh,
another writing one.
No, I'm not writing. That's just all my pals are. I'm
all right.
Oh, wait, there we go. I was going to say we're going to have a competition for the best lad from Wrighton now with Elliot Forbes. But obviously, you got a bit of a sniff around the first team this season. That must have been really exciting for you.
Yeah, like it was always kind of with training. Well, obviously, I had the pre-season game against Hartlepool, which I got to appear in, which was a great experience. And then I think it was I might have just turned 18 when I started to train. I might have just been 17 actually. And I started to train with them. I'd go in on a Thursday for like training games and stuff like that. And then just each time just taking each little step. And that's all you can really do, just take each little step and just keep impressing, and then keep working hard. And then finally when you get the shot, you just got to take it. And then I'm lucky enough to be given a contract and given a chance for next season.
And
what was your Sorry, David. What was your football bringing up on? What football youth teams were you playing in?
Honestly, like a lot of people, for me, it was mad turning pro because I never really had a massive background. I did a lot of things just on my own. So I was always a grassroots player. I just played for Newcastle City Juniors and stuff like that, just growing up. And then I was just before I turned 17, I got into the Northern League with Durham. And then last season I was playing for West Allotment. So I've never been a massive a player coming from academy or anything like that. I've just done it by myself, no help at all.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at. Which boys club were you playing for?
So Newcastle City for a large amount of it, and then I moved to Ponteland for a spell, but just around them sorts of local clubs to me.
Yeah, so
it makes it all the better.
Yeah, just after you signed the contract, the friendly with Newcastle was announced. That must be a bit of a buzz for you as well, because hopefully we'll make it one or two first teamers in that one. But that being able to test yourself against players of that caliber must be quite exciting as well.
Oh, it'll be class. Yeah, honestly, even if it's some of the 23s, the standard they play at and the level they play at is next to none, let alone obviously the first team I was playing at the highest level. So it'd be great to just, even for all the lads, to just test themselves against some of these players and hopefully we'll get a good result against them.
Yeah. Well, imagine that though. Here's a young lad, I'm a professional footballer and I'm playing against Newcastle United.
It's not a bad start, is it?
Not a bad start at all, you jammy little kid.
And obviously, just before you signed, Nelson signed his contract, and you must have been thinking, "Am I in the reckoning for this?" Because obviously, you will have been training a lot, and the gaffer and Buster were obviously looking at you in some behind closed doors friendlies. But did you think it was on the cards, or were you a bit, well, I don't know.
It's always 50-50. Like you always. Some days you can come in and go, yeah, I really think I'm in the running for it. But sometimes you just kind of I don't know. But you've just got to stay confident and stay disciplined for what you want. And obviously, I was always determined to go and get a contract. It was great for Nelson to sign to start with because it just showed all the academy lads, it can happen. especially so early as well. Like, he was only 18, getting it, and it just, I remember the training session, Ben Clark came in and said, look, lads, that's it, you know, it's happened, it's proof. Because until it really happens, loads of the lads just think, is it really true? But once it really happens in front of your eyes, that's it. It's an eye-opener.
Well, David R has been back in contact, and he's put, how are you preparing for the upcoming season? I'm guessing it isn't kebabs and lager.
No, training and gym every day, honestly. It's all I really do. I'll wake up and just obviously get my cardio in the morning, then wait on the night time, and just trying to eat right, trying to chill out and just enjoy family time as much as I can.
That's why he looks so young and way different.
Yeah. The fact he is very, very young. But can I give you some advice though? Get a different haircut to Elliot Forbes so I can.
What does it look a bit like Elliot Forbes? Like, does it?
A little bit.
Elliot normally goes for the Peaky Blinders cut, so
yeah.
I'm quite
This is a bit short on the fringe, you not reckon?
Less of the fade, I say. That's what
less of the fade. No, I don't like the fade.
Less of the fade, just so it can.
That's what I call fade.
That's it. That's my next haircut. I'll just shave it all off.
Yeah, we'll go. Perfect. Now I'll be able to distinguish between the two. Ryan, I say a massive congratulations, and you seem lovely, and thank you very much for coming on and talking to us.
Thanks very much for having us.
And
smash it out the park, son. I'm absolutely buzzing for you.
Thank you. Thanks, mate.
Absolutely. Cannot wait to watch you play either.
Yeah.
Spot on. You'll get to see us soon in the stadium. That's what we're all hoping for. All hoping for fans back.
There's Dunstan as well. I'll be there.
Dunstan, Shields, Heaven, all them. Yeah. Definitely.
Looking forward to seeing it.
As I say, congratulations and thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Bye.
Take care, son.
There we go. As Ryan Bolton there, absolutely fantastic, enthusiastic.
I tell you what it is, his enthusiasm just, I feel like running the backyard.
No, you know what it is, a polite young lad as well, enthusiastic, and you can see, I mean, I spoke about it before, but Mike Williamson and Ian Watson, they go for a certain type of player, and it's a temperament is a massive part of it. You know, you can go out there and sign, you know, a player that's probably very highly rated, but if their attitude isn't right, then they're not going to fit in well, are they? Because we just spoke to all them lads there. Yes, they like a laugh and a joke, but they know when work time is in training and playing.
It just makes us even more excited for the season coming, and I can't wait for the Lasses game on Sunday. I really can't.
And
I'm really looking forward to that one.
And of course, you know, the transfers aren't over yet. You would presume there's could be another 6 to 7, maybe even more to come in.
I'll show as much enthusiasm as young Ryan Bolton has. Wow.
Yeah, it's it's special, isn't it? 2 players from the academy, 3 if you include Elliot Forbes. You know, how many clubs can say that in the Football League, let alone the national in the National North? You know. Maybe
Ryan and Elliot's haircut is like the prerequisite. Maybe Kane Weir says you've got to have that haircut if you come in the academy. Well,
next week, you know where I'm having the Elliot Forbes. I'll let you go for the Ryan Bolton.
I'll have to wait until they both had a haircut before I can have a gun at it.
Well, if anyone would like to ring in, so we've got
donate some hair.
Yeah, donate some hair. You can call now on the Heat Army podcast, and Mr. Luke.
I think if he's there,
goalkeeper. I think we all do, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. But if you'd like to call the show, you can call us on that 077 494 55002. We're going to play a quick message from our sponsors and say thank you to them, because without Northern Print Solutions, we wouldn't be able to bring you this show. And we are back. I'm getting grief off my daughter and wife here about hair comments. Did you say what did you want to say? Are you coming on?
Hello.
You gonna say hello?
Hello.
Hello. Well, she isn't there. She was wanting to see if anyone wanted to donate any hair to us, because I'm going a little bit bald around this bit. But
I'm worse than your dad.
Yeah. Right, go on, bed. Trying to steal my limelight on my own podcast. So yeah, if anyone would like to call, there is time to do it. We'd love to hear from you. And my wife and daughter, she's laughing her head off at the minute. Honest to God, if you could hit the kids, I would. I'm joking, just a kick. Right, you can send in your messages still. I said just Mr. Luke there, but I want a new goalkeeper, and well, don't we all? But as I say,
a new goalkeeper, but
could you see Gated exploiting the hello there, who's that?
Gordon again, I rang up 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, hello, Gordon.
Hello, Gordon. Nice to speak to you again, Sunshine.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Fantastic.
Not too bad, I think.
Did you listen to your podcast tonight?
Oh, fantastic.
Good.
What do you think of
the enjoy it?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the season. I'm looking forward to Dunstan.
Yeah, should be a good one. And what do you think of the players that have been signed to contract so far?
I'm happy with them. I haven't seen Greg Olley play or Forbes or the players I've signed. I haven't seen them play. Obviously, the last 2 seasons have been cut short.
Yeah,
and hopefully this season we'll get a full season with 900 Gator fans.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be exciting to get back into the stadium. You know, touch wood, fingers crossed. All of
another cross, and toes across.
Yeah, and
Craig Hill just sent a message saying, "Are you all right, Gordon, mate?"
I take the piss off.
Language. It's a family-friendly show.
There's no need for that, God.
I don't like him.
On that note, only on the Heat Army podcast.
We apologise for that, Craig.
Well, on that note,
you know Craig Hill, don't you?
Oh, of course we do. Yeah. But he threw us for a loop there, Gordon. No, it's all right. And I'm not playing that message back from. Yeah, we'll delete that one. But is there any players that you would like to see? Yeah, is there any players you'd like to see come into Gateshead that are available at the minute, or that you would think could possibly Gateshead to be in line for?
Well, like I said, I'm looking for that young lad Ryan Bolton next season as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See who's going to come and.
Because you've been out the looper for a while, haven't you, Gordon? You haven't been too grand over the last couple of years, have you?
No, not been too well over the last 2 years.
Well, hopefully,
Gordon's missing out a bit, so.
Like I said, I'm just looking forward to the season, and I'm looking forward to the pre-season games.
Definitely, going to be. It is.
You're in for a treat because the lads that have been. A lot of the lads who've gone were good footballers, but the lads who've been kept are good footballers for definite. You will enjoy watching them play, Gordon.
Well, like I said, I want to apologise to Craig what I said.
It's all right. It's all right. We've all had a slip of the tongue on air. As you've seen a few of the pre-season games announced there. We've got Hebburn, South Shields, and Dunstan so far, of course, with the Newcastle home game. Which one are you looking forward to the most?
The Dunstan game.
Yeah, that one should be good. It's always a good game down at Dunstan.
C20.
Yeah, and Craig Baxter.
And Baxter.
Yeah.
Craig Baxter up and down the wing.
Definitely. Also, as well, I think Liam Connell's back there as well, isn't he? So another former Gator player as well. So some familiar and always
cracking young keeper, Liam.
Yeah. Oh well, say not young. He's not that young now, Mickey. He's not that young.
At the time when he played for where he was, though, and what a keeper he was.
It was very unfortunate when Keith Finch come in.
He was
extremely. I think the game he got dropped for was Stafford Rangers in the FA Cup qualifying round. He had been playing all the games up until then, and then obviously we're saying Keith Finch, who had a bigger reputation, and come in and sealed the number 1 shirt, and that kind of spelled the end of Liam Connell. But what a career he's went on to have.
I hope we get a good, decent goalkeeper for next season.
Yeah, well, as I say, someone put. Yeah, I mean, I'd say just keep an open mind. I mean, we seem to have done very well with goalkeepers over the last 4 seasons. Hopefully that can continue. I don't know if there's any young goalkeepers at Middlesbrough that seem to grow on the trees down there, but you would definitely take a young prospect from Middlesbrough with their track record of producing goalkeepers, wouldn't you?
Good goalkeeper. The left back, because we need a good left back with Scott Barrow not being there.
Yeah, that's another key position. You'd see at least another 2 defenders to cover any injuries, and if we're going to be playing the 5 at the back, 2 goalkeepers, you would imagine, and maybe a couple of midfielders as well. So that there's scope for
plenty scope there, isn't there?
There certainly is, and it's going to be exciting to see who can be brought in. You would think up front the club is quite well stocked on forward players.
We don't need nothing up front because we've got 4 good strikers there.
Mm-hmm. And not only that, you've got the likes of Greg Olley who can play on either side, higher up the pitch as well. We've got players that can play in a number of positions and playing them well as well.
Is Dan Ward a midfielder or striker?
He's an attacking midfielder, but I think
he wants to go further back, didn't he? I think he wants a central midfield role.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing Greg Olley because I haven't seen him play. Obviously, the last 2 years with this pandemic and stuff. So yeah. I'm just looking forward to Dan Ward, Olley, young Ryan Bolton.
Yeah, it's
Campbell, Lewak, yeah. You know what it is, Gordon? Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing these players, but I just want to get in the ground, watch a game of football, and talk to people I've never seen for ages as well.
I'm looking forward to the most, just getting back in the grounds.
Definitely.
And having a bit chinwag with people you've never seen for bloody 18 months, but practically in it.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Well, because I like to say, Paul Lawson.
Oh, yes.
We've talked to him and PG as well.
Aye.
Yes, it's going to be good. Well, Gordon, thank you very much for your call because we're going to wrap the show up. So,
I want to apologise again for the language.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right.
Hey, Gordon, we're all adults on here, man.
Yeah. We're just because we like to keep it family friendly in case kids watch.
Obviously, you know who he is, and it's seriously blood boil.
Yeah. Okay. Cheers, mate, and we'll speak to you again soon.
You take care, Gordon.
Anyway.
Will do, definitely.
I'll see you later, lads.
Bye.
See you at Dunstan, Gordon.
I'll see you.
Oh, there we go. That's Gordon there. Thank you very much for the call. If anyone else would like to call up, they certainly can. But a massive thank you to our sponsors, Northern Print Solutions. A big thank you as well to Ryan Bolton, Dan Ward, Elliot Forbes, and Greg Olley. Greg Olley in his Gateshead shirt as well. He loves it, doesn't he? So all of them are great value, and looking forward to seeing them pulling on the shirt next season.
I still see Ryan Bolton's giving me loads of energy.
Yeah.
I feel about 25.
Well, as I say, we'll see what Mickey can do with his newfound energy. But before we go, a massive
clapped in the garden.
Yeah. We next week we'll be looking for a new co-host as Mickey is recovering in the cardiac ward. Also, good luck to the girls. I'm sure you'll go out there and do us proud, whatever, on Sunday against South Shields in the semi-finals. If they can get to the final, what an achievement. But if they don't, it's still one hell of a fantastic season. Unbeaten in the league so far, league champions. You've just got to tip your hat.
Cup semi-final in the very first season.
Yeah, it is. It's really
good. It's like they lifted a tin pot since 1986.
It is. And Mason's Fords put, cheers, lads, for another fantastic show. You're too kind.
Cheers, Mason.
Yeah.
Thanks for the questions as well, bud.
Yep, absolutely fantastic. And well, as I say, if no one wants to ring up, we'll end it there. Remember, do share the show, like and subscribe on social media. Just share the show. We want to reach as many people as possible. Big thank you to everyone that's messaged in. I remember, and if you are listening to the audio version, wherever you download your podcasts from, why not give us a try on YouTube or Facebook page, Heat Army Podcast Live on Facebook, at Heed_Army. Some people can watch on Twitter as well from the post that goes out. And of course, YouTube, just search Heed Army and then like and subscribe. And you can get notifications of other stuff that we put up. We're hoping to get more interviews throughout the season as well. If we can't play them in a show, we'll upload them to social media. So we're just going to say, we'll wrap it up there. But Mickey, you're going down on Sunday. I can't make it. I'm away with the family.
Yeah.
So,
obviously, South Shields are massive favourites. We've got a few injuries as well. Hopefully, we can go down and catch them on a bad day. And believe me, our lasses have got the attitude to be able to pull it off. But South Shields are massive favourites.
Definitely.
Pressure's on them, not on us.
Well, some people have already went and liked the Heed Army Podcast Live page. Michelle Bolton, I wonder who she's related to, has just done it. So do like Michelle and don't like Michelle. Do as Michelle did. You might like Michelle. Michelle might be lovely, but like us instead. So do that.
Michelle Bolton, your sons just give us a boost of energy like we've never had for years.
She looked quite young, could be his sister, but if it is his mum, she's looking after herself. On that note, Michelle, you're doing well, pet. You're doing well. We'll look forward to seeing you in the stands.
Hey, behave.
And my wife's next door, she'll be killers. Right. Well, on that note,
so, Mr. Bolton.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it is. I let my mouth do the talking. I can't. I'm letting my mouth run away with us, and I can barely walk, and I've made run, so I'm definitely going to. Right. Yeah. On that, thank you to everybody. We'll be back next week, hopefully with more signings talking to us, and it'll be great to keep the good momentum and feel good factor going, and hopefully talking about the ladies team being in the final. So on that note, thank you everybody, and we'll see you next week.
See you later.